me tell me and you, he tells the Sahaba at a place where Allah A'lam, if they had any other time in the seerah where they had this type of weakness. They felt that type of, why? Because it's not only a physical defeat, it's an emotional defeat too. Usually, physical defeats are easy. Like you can figure out, but when it comes to internal, like I messed up, and because, imagine these Sahaba that left their post, I messed up, and because of me messing up, the Prophet ﷺ slept right. This is the battle that is extremely difficult to do. So what does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell the Prophet ﷺ? He tells them this is how me and you need to deal with our nafs. This is how me and you need to deal with these bad habits. I can't fight it directly. You have to go around the bush. You really have to almost beat around the bush like a little kid. What does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say? بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فاعفوا عنهم. Forgive them, pardon them, let them be, it's okay. فاعفوا عنهم واستغفر لهم, and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive them. وشاورهم في الأمر. And do what? Discuss the thing. These people, the same people that left their post, that made the mistake, pull them closer, ask them what you feel. Put them down, it's okay. Almost like they failed, give them a hug. It's okay, stand back up, it's fine. It happens, let's keep it pushing now. If we get stuck in the past, what happens is it's going to repeat itself. And then this was such a strong message for the Sahaba and for Muslims at large in the future. What is it? When me and you disobey, bad things happen. If the Muslims won this battle after disobeying the Prophet ﷺ, then the message would have been, it doesn't matter. The Muslims would have won either way. But no, that's not the case. When me and you think that the numbers is what brings us victory, it's not the numbers. It's not the money. It's not the power. It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's aid. And this is what they were taught in this place. And now what I want to end with, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells me and you, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم سورة الشرح, فإن مع العسر يسرا. إن مع العسر يسرا. That with ease, with hardship there is an ease, and then with hardship there's another ease. So two eases, one difficulty. But what I want to talk about is the ayah right after. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ. When you are free. This is a message for anybody that has this difficulty in their life. When you become free, usually what happens is people do what? They start ruminating, they got stuck in their head, they can't act, they sit down, they watch, they just numb themselves with some type of show or some type of, what does Allah say? When you're free, when you have free time, get up, get up and start worshiping, do something. Move, just don't do anything unproductive. This is the time to use that energy to be more productive. And what does that do? It takes you out. It literally helps you with it. So he says, فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ وَإِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ فَارْغَب. That from Allah's seat, like literally it's like you look at the situation and you look at Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What can He do from your situation? You almost like imagine what's the best case scenario and you wish it and you make dua for it. It literally completely transforms the way we are. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Hadith Qudusi, تَفَرَّغْ لِعِبَادَتِي أَمْلَأْ صَدْرَكَ بِنَا. That empty yourself, literally free yourself to worship me, and I will fill your heart with richness. You feel rich. وَإِلَّا تَفْعَلْ. And if you don't, I will make your hands busy with random work. وَلَمْ أَسُدَّ فَقْرِ. And I will not, you will still feel poor. You will still feel deprived. So what do me and you have to do? Keep moving. Do not let this weakness, especially for this ummah right now, it's happening. We should not let it weaken us. We should not let the sadness of the past and the anxiety about the future hold us back. We just move. And subhanAllah, I heard this also from a therapist. He says that mental illness, the root cause of it is believing the thoughts that we have. Because you know who's whispering? Who's whispering? Shaitan. If me and you believe every thought that we have, then the more you do that, the therapist said, the more mentally ill you become. Like literally, if you just sit in your head and you let it go back and forth and start ruminating and start thinking about the worst outcome possible, what happens? you literally get into this state of, you feel helpless, hopeless, this stuff doesn't happen. And then you start seeing reality in a different way. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what does He do? He ties physical reality changing based on my state and your state. What does He say? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إن الله لا يغير ما بقوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم. Allah does not change the condition of the people until they change what's in themselves. This is not only for good, by the way. This is also for bad. And Allah says in Surah Al-A'raf, it tells us that وَكَذَلِكَ مَا أَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيم talks about how Allah did not take the blessings of the people until they change what's in themselves. So it's good and it's bad. So for me and you, if I change how I feel and how I think about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the actual outside actually changes. The physical reality around me changes. And this is very simple. If you start thinking and doing and acting differently, you think your life is going to change or no? Of course. But if me and you get stuck in the past and we keep doing the same things over and over again, the past events in my life that did, I'm just going to repeat the past. It's just going to happen over and over and over again. And subhanAllah, when people feel like they're victims or they're this or that, what do you think happens? They keep finding ways to prove that to themselves. Over and over and over and over and over until when? Until they get so stuck that they need, subhanAllah, years of being able to just sit down and try to figure these things out. And literally it becomes like a knot. You know, like it just knots up and then you have to almost untangle it piece by piece. And the Quran is one of the easiest ways to untangle how I feel emotionally. You guys know how? When I engage with it emotionally. What does that mean? When I read an ayah, Allah is specifically figuring out a feeling when you're reading a specific ayah. So if it's talking about Jannah, He's talking about Jahannam, He's talking about good deeds, He's talking about past nations, He's talking about this, He's talking about that. What He's doing is He's helping me feel something. And when me and you let the Quran shape how I feel, I let it take me to where it wants to go, what happens is slowly these things untangle. One of my favorite things to do, which is very difficult to do because it takes a little bit of time, is read Quran, engage, talking. It's like, think about it like this. When somebody has a relationship with somebody else,